Hey up, hello, and a very warm welcome as we get out of bed for another day of medieval Blacksmith. How are you doing? I hope you are all having a great day. And we are continuing this. We are nearly at the end. If you look at that top right corner, the green bar is nearly full, which means I think we're going to get our next big step in the story, which is very exciting. We've got our blacksmiths working at the, what's it called? The arena. How do I get onto that? I go C? No, I go... Yeah, okay, yeah, we can see them here. How are they doing in terms of, like, levels? They're getting up there, man. They're getting up there. That's good. We've got, like, 5 working in there. I really need another 3, actually, so that we can completely do the arena soon. But we will be getting into that, as well as a lot more, as we embark on this second story item. And check out all the cool items that adorn our workshop. Right, let's take to Creighton. Hey, Grim. I talked to Big Sister. The Trade Square merchants will gather for the guild elections. Uh-oh. I haven't even made a decision in my head. And the meeting will be held at Mr. Rimlard's farmyard. Since you don't know the address, Big Sister asked me to accompany you there. Tell me when you're ready, and we'll hit the road. I forgot Creighton's got that voice. I'm ready. We can go. Let's go. Okay, cool. This is it. This is the... Whoa, okay, some sort of town meeting. Okay, let's see what they say. I'm undecided. It'll be depending on what they say right now. Oh, Grim, welcome. We were just waiting for you. Since you have come, all the residents of the Deer Trade Square are here now, so let's start the voting, shall we? Yeah, sure. Wait a second. I know that we are not very familiar with guild elections, Mr. Rimlard, but before we proceed to the vote, shouldn't we discuss our promises and the issues? Since so many people have gathered, I think it would be a good idea to discuss the issues with our square together. I agree, man. I agree. I highly doubt that this will result in any change here, other than creating a terrible waste of time, Miss Swiguina. I'm sure that most of us, I'm sure that almost all of our esteemed merchants in the square have thought long and hard about the critical issues concerning our city and our guild and have already made their decision. So, I think no one will change their mind at the last minute. It's best we don't waste their valuable time. I see, but not everyone among us is familiar with these problems, Mr. Rimlard. Isn't that so, Grim? No, let's mini debate. Because I've not made a decision. Like, economically, I can see going with him, but my heart is saying go with her. Yes, a mini debate to determine my decisions would not be bad. Is that so? Then I'll do my best to convince you, Grim. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Miss Seguina really wants to talk about promises. But I do not like promises. Do you know why? Because promises are debts. And like most debts, most are never repaid. How ironic that we've got like the mayoral elections in Hull in like 4 days' time. This is great. On the other hand, the provided services are like coins shining in your palm after a profitable sale. In that regard, I keep a purse full of gold to fill your coffers even further. While Miss Seguina has nothing in her hand except a long, detailed promissory note for you to sign. Okay. What I hold in my hand, Mr. Rimlard, is not a promissory note, but a prescription. A list of medicines for the diseases that will kill us if we don't take them soon. The rules you set for all of us about what we can and can't sell are hurting the economy of the city. It's limiting our potential. Hell yeah, baby. Well said. Hey, hiya, Nada. How you doing? You got any flowers for his love? Let's see what we have. I can't provide accommodation. Lady Cofferel can't do business during the day. Nada can't sell anything but armor. And as far as I know, Grim can't sell anything but weapons. So we don't have any provided services here, Mr. Rimlard, because you don't let us provide anything with these rules. I sincerely appreciate your enthusiasm for productivity, but even though I admit that these rules have a bitter taste, that doesn't change the fact that they are medicine, Miss Seguina, not poison, as you imply. Please, tell me, if I give you permission to provide accommodation, how will Lady Cofferel even earn money? Or if I gave Lady Cofferel permission to work during the day or sell cheap liquor, why would anyone come to your inn and drink? To have a friendly and warm conversation with that Kalish guy, or to listen to the ballads from a 9-year-old kid, really? The guys at the inn are trying in every way to make money, because we can't make money because of these rules. Please, Miss Seguina, please, don't interrupt me. I listen to you. The example I just gave is also valid for our dear blacksmiths, Nada and Grim. If I had allowed them both to produce weapons and armour, they would have been in competition with each other. Both of them would lower prices and sell the products even cheaper to attract customers. Eventually, as a result of this totally unnecessary competition, one of them would go bankrupt, and the so-called peace and prosperity that followed this war would only last until a new blacksmith shop was opened. Then, another war begins. Nah. We've seen enough already, says Nemo. Well, I don't think we have. Mr. Rimlard, no one doubts the good intentions of the rules. But what we are discussing here is not the intention behind the rules, but what they lead to. Perhaps this competition will encourage us to produce higher quality products and services, thus selling our products at a higher price. This means more income for us all, because rich customers always come to cities with good service. Every day, I see many people complaining about the noises heard in Lady Cofferel's rooms. Many of them are respected rich merchants. Nada also attracts many good adventurers and warriors to our city with her weapons. Her weapons are quite famous in the inner circle. So, you're telling me that Nada can make better weapons than Grim, Miss Sabrina? Do you think this is true, Grim? Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I never said such a thing, Mr. Rimlard. Please don't cut me off. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course I'm better, but everyone knows that. Facts. Because I took lessons from the best masters in the inner ring. Nada, what? Oh, this isn't the flower girl. This is the person in the. Wow. Okay. All right, Nada. No need for that, love. I don't think. Yeah, whatever. Excuse me, big sister, but I really don't know you were so jealous and envious of my shop. If loud noises are coming from my rooms, it's because our guests are laughing and having fun. Of course it's not possible for you to understand this, since you're running a funeral home, which you call an inn. Ha! Lady Cofferel, I was just trying to say that not every customer is suitable to stay there. Also remember that I'm also defending your rights as well. Do you know why the customers are laughing, Lady Cofferel? Because having a brothel right next to a temple is a joke. And just so you know, it's not only the customers complaining about those cursed noises, divine hell. If you are complaining about the noises, you can always move out of Dwemer, because I was running the place before you was even born. You were running a pickle shop when I moved in, not a brothel. How did it... Well, you could argue the same thing. How did you argue? How did your business develop like this anyway? I still don't understand. Oh, we're getting loads of story here, and I'm loving it. Ask your father, then. Since he's a regular customer, he should know the whole story, eh? Ayo! The man slams his hand hard on the chair. What was the sound of that? This is a real dirty lie. Is there even one person here who believes this nonsense? Yeah. Alright, everyone. Alright. Dear guild members, my friends, as you've just seen, this is exactly why we need these rules. Rules protect us. Rules make us stronger, and lack of rules causes us to see each other as enemies. Miss Sabrina, as you would appreciate, it's not possible to discuss the entire matter in this manner. So let's have our final thoughts and start voting, shall we? I leave the word to you. Sure. Thank you, Mr. Rimlard. Dear guild members, as you know, the rules of the River War are now outdated for our time. I don't think it's right to restrict people with these rules anymore. It would be good for the economy if people sold what they wanted here. That's why my first promise to you is to lift trade and price restrictions, because this is the most important problem we have. Also, if I'm elected, I will be more effective in implementing more favourable taxes. I will reduce the tolls and try to negotiate more profitable deals with other kingdoms. In addition, I will reduce interest rates and will seek your opinions in every decision we make. Finally, I will work directly to build stronger ties between the local community and our guild. Sagrina, I'm asking for your votes. Thank you. Alright, dear guild members, my friends. Of course, it is true we went through difficult times during the River Wars, but look at our situation now. Undoubtedly, we survived those difficult times thanks to our guild's rules. These rules, my friend, of course, resulted in great prosperity in our city. But do you think I am satisfied with our current welfare? No. And do you know when I will be satisfied? I will never be satisfied. And this is my only promise to you. I promise I will never, ever, under any condition, any time, anywhere, be satisfied until your coffers are filled with gold. So not any time then. Okay, anyway. Until we all become rich and we all live and die like kings. And after adorning every street of Latia with golden fountains and making it the centre of infinite wealth and prosperity, they will ask me on my deathbed, Mr. Rimlad, what is your greatest regret? And I will tell them, I could have earned one more coin. That's why I worked day and night during my guild leadership. That's why I ensured the security of the trade and caravan routes in our city. That's why I made deals with other kingdoms for cheap resources. That's why I convinced the crown to lower taxes to 30%. That's why I host De Mariodo Forge Fire in our city, that great TV show. And thanks to Grimm's helps, Latia's name will be heard by everyone on the continent. This is why I, Ranafel Rimlad, am seeking your votes, everyone. Thank you. Mr. Ranafel, big sister, you spoke well, thank you, says Numa. I know you're hard-working and honest, big sister. She knows our city as well as Mr. Rimlad, and both of you have many acquisitions in many different cities. That's why I have full confidence that she will get this job done. But since we think Mr. Rimlad has more experience in this matter, my friend Leomar and I we'll vote for Mr. Rimlad. Don't we, Leomar? Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen. My sister Seguina does this job 100 times better than anyone else you know. My sister Seguina knows the business 1,000 times better than anyone else you know. My sister Seguina fires this trades 1,000,000 times better than anyone else you know. And you know what? I'm going to go vote for her. I choose my sister Seguina. Thank you, Nada. Thank you. I must admit that I'm pleased to have Mr. Ranafel in a leadership position, but if there's one thing I know, it's good to change positions from time to time. You know, to get the dynamicism and avoid getting bored. So even though I'm very pleased with Mr. Rimlad, I think the Guildmaster position needs to be changed. So I say, Seguina! Thank you so much for choosing me, Theogoa. I vote for Mr. Rimlad, of course. If it weren't for him, I'd still be pickling. I have full confidence in his knowledge of my business. He's much more educated, he's much more knowledgeable. He definitely has someone he knows in almost every kingdom. I have a feeling that handing over the entire city's economy to someone who can't even run her own inn is not the best idea we have here. So I vote for Mr. Rimlad, of course. Thank you, Lady Cofferel. We will do much more profitable work together in the future. Mr. Ranafel is undoubtedly the most qualified position to manage our business here. Moreover, in my opinion, there can be more grievous mistakes than handing over the entire economy to a woman. Oh, Jesus. Mr. Rimlad, during your term, you have done wonderful things and our pockets have been filled with gold. But our hearts have been emptied of faith. Even though she is a woman, Jesus Christ, dude. And even though she is female, and even though she is not a man, oh God, come on. Yes, I support the virtuous big sister. Well, I'm good for you. What? Ranafel says. What? Well, I wouldn't expect that. Thank you, I guess, right? Well, I think so. I see. All right, so it looks like Miss Seguina and I have a tie in our votes. And it looks like it's the newest member of the trade sir who will decide our new guild president will be. Everyone is looking at you. And we now have the big decision. Do we choose Seguina, big sister, or do we choose Mr. Ranafel? I don't often do politics on this channel, but I'm about to. So if you don't like that, switch off. We have a mayoral election in Hull on Thursday this week, the 30th or whatever it is of April. And the Reform Party have put forward a person called Luke Campbell, who's a hero in the city. He has done incredible things. He has he won an Olympic medal in boxing, and so kind of a local celebrity, really, in many respects. However, I've been watching his stuff, and while he's got the city's heart interest in terms of what he says, I also don't know if he's got the political sort of understanding to be able to be in a role like that. And I'm not even saying that a mayor is a massive role. And I get that having that sort of fame as a mayor might be interesting. I think it might also bring some controversy to the city. Who knows? Who knows where it'll go, man? Maybe it'll bring more things into the city. I don't know. And then we've also got another party. Labour is putting forward Margaret Pinder, who I've worked with in the past briefly, and has always been super polite to me and knows the city really well and knows what needs to be done and doesn't make promises that are out of sorts. When she talks about net zero, she knows what that is. And at the same time, when I watched a debate of Luke Campbell talking about net zero, he had no bloody idea what net zero was. He kind of put his hand up half-assly. And so, like, I bring this up because this reminds me of that. This reminds me of that sort of, do we vote in a celebrity? And you may be able to relate it to many other things. I suppose American politics would be another one that you can relate it to. However, while I think that Lady Seguina's got the right intention, I think it's almost like the voice of what we want as people, not necessarily how to achieve it in reality. And I think that Ranafel has had more arguments, which leads me to a position where I'm leading more to him. Even though I don't think the kingdom will be happier because he's there, I do think it'll be more stable. While I'd argue it'd be nice to create armour, there is someone already creating armour that's doing a good job. You can argue that monopoly and being the best at what we do is the right way to go. Maybe so. But I think I've just explained to you why I'm going to choose Mr. Ranafel. However, I am really interested in hearing your comments. And let's keep it cool, because this is quite political, and we don't often do that. And sometimes people get real pissy when I go political, and I'm like, look, dude, sorry, my channel, mate. I can do a little bit of politics sometimes, all right? For me, in this instance, I'm choosing Ranafel. Who would you have chosen in this instance? I want to see in your comments. I am very, very excited to read in all of them. Wow. I choose Mr. Ranafel, even though my heart says go with Big Sister. I hope she didn't hate me. Thank you, Grim. I would like to thank everyone here, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you voted for, whether you voted for me or not, even if she ran against me, it makes no difference. We are all brothers and sisters. I will work for the prosperity of everyone here and the well-being of our city. We will accomplish great things together. The people are applauding the new Guildmaster. Hurrah! Hurrah! It is the continuing Guildmaster. Let's applaud. All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining today, and thanks for your participation. We have elected our new president and strengthened our brotherhood. I would like to express my gratitude for you once again finding me worthy of this duty. I will work with all my strength to achieve a much more profitable trade together. Now that the presidential elections have been completed, I am concluding our meeting for today. Thank you all for coming again. See you later. Didn't expect to make that decision when we got offered it at the start of this chapter, and here I am. And here he is, Ranafel, coming into our shop. What does he have to say? Shocking really. I chose what would be the bad guy, but actually I think his economic reasoning made more sense. Interesting, eh? Interesting. Let's talk to him. Hey up, mate. Greetings, Grim. I'm here to collect the third payment of your debt. Have we got enough? Collins contracts, the amount you have to pay is 20,000. Here you go. Excellent, keep up the good work, Grim. Even though we are going through a terrible situation. It's nice to see that you are still able to pay your debt. Why, what happened? Don't you know? This Gorlok the Destroyer, the Devourer, whatever caused high on a castle. The castle was the only defense between us and the north, and now the people are leaving the city, thinking Gorlok is coming to Latia. It seems that the giant is not only devouring people, but also the economy of the entire city. Unbelievable. Don't worry, we're working on it. The only thing you need to work on is the weapons you need to craft, Grim. Nothing else. I'll be out of the town on personal business for a few weeks. During this time, I want to work hard and turn this crisis into an opportunity. People here are scared and are flocking to weapons and armor shops with every penny they can get their hands on. Use this. Are you running away too? Oh, you didn't like that. I'm not running away, Grim. I'm just leaving town for a while to visit some friends. Anyway, you prick. We voted the wrong person. Keep up the good work. I'll see you next month. Goodbye. See you later, mate. Wah. Wah. Angry. Angry that he's leaving. We've just elected our mayor and he's already leaving. This is not good. I need to have a look at skills and I have to look at... We need more slaves. We can't increase the maximum work account, not slaves. We have 200. We can get like pommels, these new Eastern Guard handles. We can also start working towards war axes. This sounds really cool. Let's leave it for now. Let's save the points until we need it. Let's go talk to Seguina because she is going to be upset. She is going to be upset. We also need to go across there and check the kingdom on the outskirts. I'm sorry, Seguina. I'm sorry, love. How's it going in here? Oh, it's still bustling, love. You've still got your business. All is good. You just let me do my work, no problem. You keep your head down. Nary! Hey, Grim, it's been a while. Can you play me a song? Sure, which one do you want me to play? Can you play a White Wizard Nura? Here we go. White Wizard Nura, keeper of the flame. That's it. Cool. Hey, love. Oh, are you upset with me? Hello, Grim. And what do you think about this Gorlok thing? I really don't want to think about it, and I don't want to even imagine it coming here. Do you think we can resist her? I don't know. Last word is that a giant named Gorlok destroyed the northern castle. Of course, we have many more soldiers here in Latia, but no matter what, I hope she doesn't come here. Why don't you go somewhere else from the city? To where, Grim? We have nowhere else to go but here. Moreover, if Gorlok comes here, we can defend this city better with more people. If we're divided, then we'll have a guarantee of defeat. See you later, love. Well, at least she's not angry with me. Hey up, dude, how you doing? You making some super chats? Good for you. Alright, guys. Hey up, Kalish. Yes, let's leave him. Hey up, Jaran. Have you changed your mind, Blacksmith? Do you want to learn about how to have a boy? Absolutely guaranteed. Yeah, sure, we'll give him 5 grand. The man takes the money and puts it in another way. Listen to me carefully now. You have to promise me that you'll keep your mouth shut because this is an ancient knowledge. This, our family secret, okay? Our family wisdom, shall I say. Do 100 push-ups every day. This will get the job done. But the number must be... always be 100. Not 99, not even 101. 100 push-ups every day, that's it. Why does the number have to be 100? Because that's what our ancestors did. Don't question it. I see. In this way, all 5 of my father's children become boys. You don't believe me? Here's another example. My uncle was a lazy bum. He thought he could decrease the number. He did 25 push-ups a day instead of 100. And guess what happened? He didn't have a boy. He had 3 healthy children. But one of them was a girl, see? What's wrong with baby girls? Nothing, I guess. I don't mean that. My mother was a baby girl too. Here's another example. My brother-in-law, he was an idiot. And he definitely wanted his first child to be a boy. So he thought it would be good to increase the number, you know. He did 200 push-ups every day. And guess what happened? What happened? He had a son. But then he grew up. And he became too much manly man that he became gay. See? Push-ups increase your child's manliness. Even too much of it makes your child so man. So he doesn't like the girls at all. Interesting. Here's another example. Okay, here we go. My nephew ran 10 kilometers a day and did 100 squats along with 100 push-ups. And guess what happened? What happened? Had the power to kill even a giant with 1 punch, but he became bald like a melon. So, don't play with the numbers. Don't try to trick the ancestors. 100 push-ups every day, no more, no less. This is information I have to go now. This isn't that. That was really worth the $5 I just spent. How much have we got? 10 grand. Yeah, we'll fine. Who cares? Sick rock and roll. Well, that has been an episode and a very interesting episode at that. We've certainly seen the end of that chapter, and he's destroyed Hyena castles. We've received information that the giant called Gorlek the Destroyer has completely destroyed the Hyena castle that guards the northern borders of Latia and has the garrison of 3,000 inside. According to the information we have obtained from the escaped soldiers, the monster is much larger and stronger than a normal giant, and he managed to destroy a whole castle and eat most of the people inside it on his own. This also confirms that the monster, which has been roaming the northern forest for a long time, has turned its direction south. Although most people who hear the news leave the city of Latia, it is still unknown how the kingdom will stop the giant. Nice. Okay. Land for sale? What land? Since I have to leave the city for urgent reasons, my 20 acres of land is for sale urgently. Those who are interested can find me at Big Sisters Inn, Cryathla, Heliath. Okay. Fields for sale. I have 30 acres of land for sale, cheaply for those that are interested. Non-negotiable price is 2 million. For those who are interested, kindly request the address below. Okay. House for sale. Oh man, everyone's up and moving. I'm selling my 3-story house in the Green Popular neighbourhood by the wall for 3 million coppers. It can be exchanged for a mountain cattle. There's room for negotiation. Wow. All roads leaving north from the city of Latia are closed. Travellers coming north must use Nuriro Pass. Wow. Okay, cool. This is going in. Let's send our heroes into battle. Let's see what we can do. See if we can end the episode on a high. And see if we can get our first big win. Oh, it's locked. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Should we go to Brothel? Let's head to Brothel. It's night time. It's a place we head to in the night. Can we get out this way yet? Rimlad Mansion. No, we can't go out that way. Rimlad has gone off for a couple of days. Sweet. Hey up. Welcome, my dear. Can I get the entrance fee? 1,000. Yeah, sure. Just want to see if that was changed here. Thanks, Uff. No, still partying. Hello, lovely. Oh, we were sat on that couch here last time. We can sit on this couch now if we want. Nice. Should we sit down, enjoy the dancing for a while? Hi, lovely. How are we doing? Hello. Hello. No, I can't be bothered. Sweet. Cool. Well, we wasted another grand in there, but it's all fine. We got loads of money. I'm not even worried about it. Well, that has been an interesting episode. Do us a solid. Keep it cool. Let's go see if we can find that person in the inn that was selling the house. I'm guessing not. Kyrot, no, it's no good. Can't even talk to these. Tavern Seat, no good. Kalish, no. It wasn't Kalish moving, was it? Going with the K. No, it might be Kalish. Sweet, no. Look, I gotta check all these fools, okay? Just to make sure they don't cause any problems. Go find another friend, I'm busy. We just give you 5 grand, man. Come on. Okay, so she's not actually in the brothel. That's fine. Sweet. Well, we tried. Right, I'm off to bed. Yeah, it's been a great episode. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, do us a solid. Leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and let's go carry on with this medieval blacksmith. Until tomorrow, I'll see you later. Ta-ra. Ooh, Griana. She wants some money. Have I got enough money? Uh-oh. Well. I hope you rats have 40k coins in your pockets with euros, so do I. Nice. I knew you cockroaches could poop more money, so listen to me, you son of a gun. Looks like you've settled in here for good. If you give any damage to this beautiful shop, I'll destroy you. Do you understand? I'm leaving now, and I'll be back next month. Get out of my way. And get me more money ready next month. Well, I'm pleased we had enough money. I was worried we had 10,000. Apparently we had 100,000. That was lucky. Until next time. See you later. Ta-ra!